Hey, welcome back to Rob's Garage Woodworking. Today I'm going to show you how to make this saw holder. And it's super easy. Alright, so behind door number 1, I want to put my saws up here. And I want to hang them like this. I want to put them all the way across here. So I need to make a special shelf for that. Alright, so I want the saws to be as close to 90 degrees as possible. So line them up as carefully as you can. And then we're just going to trace out the handle. Inside each one. So we're going to measure the thickness here. And what we want here is the inserts to be thicker than the handle. So we're going to go with 1 inch. So I've got some 1/2 inch ply. And what we need to do is just trace out the handle. We need 2 of those. So trace out 2 for each one. Okay, so I've got the Diablo Fast and Clean wood blade on this old Ryobi jigsaw. And I really like these Diablo blades. They work really, really well. Alright, so we're going to line these up together. We're going to glue them together. Don't worry about glue squeeze out on these. I'm going to sand the edges off after. So line them up as much as possible, as close as you can be to save sanding. It's pretty good. And we're just going to clamp these. And I'm going to use some 1 inch finishing nails, and just to make sure that these don't go anywhere, tap them in. Okay, this is my belt sander jig. Basically, we just follow the outline of the belt sander. Take your belt sander, plop it in place. It can't go anywhere. Belt sander has a lock on it. So basically this is what we're doing. We're bringing it down to the line. After we do that, we're going to check for fit. So it's got to be perfect fit, right? So we smooth it all down to the line, and then we double check to make sure that it fits in the saw handle. So I'll finish this up with all the other ones. Oh, and the other pieces, I've cut these square pieces off as well, and they go on the top, and you're going to spin them. So we have to sand them down too and make them look good. Okay, so we've got all our handle holders, and what we've done is we've nailed in 1.5-inch finishing nails, and they're going to sit proud a little bit at the bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to line this up and see how you've made your mark there already. We're going to line this up perfectly, and we're going to push that in. And why are we doing that? Because once you put the glue on, sometimes you can't see the line. So now I know where that's supposed to sit. Get that ready. We'll do this with each one. So that I'll put some glue on it. And we're going to keep it kind of away from the outside, because it's going to squeeze out a little bit, right? So we don't want to have to clean that up if we don't have to. Okay. Right. Now, take that. You can feel where it's supposed to go because the nail holes are there. So line it up. Slide in so the nail holes fit in. There we go. Now we're just gonna, if you have any glue squeeze out, now's the time to clean it up. We only have a teeny bit. So normally I would use these square bend screw hooks, and I would put a shelf topper on here like this one, and then these just fit in like this, and they just lock in place. So really easy to use. Really cool thing. This is out of Shop Notes magazine, if you're wondering. You can reference that. Now, but up here I want my saws to be really close to the top, so having a shelf here doesn't make any sense. So how do I mount this in the pegboard? Well, there's a couple of different options. So to hang my cabinet up, I've got a board here that is part of my cabinet. That runs down to about here, so I could stick a screw through here into that board, or I could use these roll plugs or wall anchors. And these guys are like this, and I can fit them into the holes like so and screw right into them. So what we're going to do, take one of the saws for reference. I'll slide that in here. That's nice and tight. How high can I go? Right about there. I'll move them in just a touch. So this will be my point right here. Go there. Go here. Alright, so we measured out. That's where the bottom hole is, where the top hole is. Let's see if that lines up. And it's perfect. So, to drill the top hole here, and here, and here. We're going to use the countersink bit. So center that. Countersink the head. So these ones, let's go here. 1, 2, 3, and 1, pre-drill these. So we're going to set the screws a little bit proud so that they stick out a little bit in the back so they line up. Let's hang everything up. All right, so there we go. We've got the saw holder up, and we've got the rest of the shelf reorganized. So it holds all my tools that I need in that spot, and I still have a few empty spaces that I can stick a couple of things if I can find things that fit there. And that's that. Anyway, thanks for watching.